Today we are covering yet another variable type called boolean. And we're also covering conditionals. Booleans are a very easy variable type because they can have two values only, either true or false. And you can probably already guess that they are important for checking certain conditions because a condition can either be true or false. Conditionals actually help you control which part of your code is run at a given time. But let's just look at a practical example.
Let's start with conditionals. There's a keyword here called if, and inside the parentheses you would write the condition. In this case I will just write true, and then whatever comes behind the colon, I will just use a simple print command here, is executed. Note that I'm putting a tab in front of what's inside the if statement. Alright, I wrote the statement is true. Let's run this now. And here you go. It puts out the statement is true. Now, if I change the true here to false, then this print line would not be shown on the screen. Let's try it. You see, nothing is shown on the screen here now. So inside the if statement, Python either expects something that evaluates as true or something that evaluates as false. I've just written true or false in here directly, but there could be other things which we will see in a moment. What is important to remember here is that everything inside the if statement needs to be indented. That means you need to press the tab key once to move everything a little to the right. Alright, let's make this a little more interesting. We are asking the user now to enter a number. So I'm going to use the input function, which you already know. I'm writing here, please enter a number. And of course, any user input is a string, so I need to convert it to an integer. You should know how to do that by now, just like this. And then I will check if the user number is greater than 10. Right? And if the user number is greater than 10, I will print your number is greater than 10. Okay. It's as simple as this. Let's try it. So I'm going to enter the number 10 here, and of course 10 is not greater than 10, so nothing happens. I'm going to enter 11 here, and you see your number is greater than 10 is displayed. Of course, I don't need to use the greater than sign. I could also say, is my number smaller than 10? Or is it equal to 10? Note, I'm using two equal signs here. And that might be confusing for you because one equal sign essentially means I'm assigning a value to a variable. Right? One equal sign assigns a value. And two equal signs compare a value. Right? You can see here I'm comparing my user number to 10, and if it is the same, then this evaluates as true, and if it's not the same, it evaluates as false. So one equal sign assigns, two equal signs compare. Remember that, that's important. And of course, I need to change the text now because if it is equal to 10, then I should output your number is 10. Let me give you a quick overview over the different conditions that exist. So equals to is written with two equal signs. Then we have greater than. We also have smaller than. And you probably know a few more, such as is greater or equal, or rather greater than or equal. And you might have guessed it, you also can use is smaller than or equal. And last but not least, we also have the option to check if something is not equal. And that's written with an exclamation mark and an equal sign, just like this. So I will quickly test this now. I will enter an 8 here, and you will see that 3 of these lines that I wrote are shown, which means that 8 evaluated as true in 3 of these conditions. Now there's something else I need to show you. The if is often used in combination with the keyword else, and you write it just like this, also with a colon. And Python will execute whatever is inside the else statement if the condition behind the if evaluates as false. So when the user enters 10, you get the line under the if statement, and if the user enters 7, you get the other line. So let's quickly cover booleans while we're dealing with true and false. A boolean is a variable which stores the value true or false. I will give you a quick example here. Let's assume there's a function that checks if your password is okay or not, and if it is, it sets it to true. And then I can simply check here if password okay, then I print welcome, you have been logged in, and else I print, well, some kind of error message like, sorry, your password is wrong. I will modify this example a little to make it maybe a little more usable. So I will ask the user to create a password. Okay, so I'm going to save that in the variable user password. And of course, I'm going to use the input function again, and I'm going to say, please enter a password consisting of only numbers. So essentially, I want to ask the user for a number here. And of course, I need to convert the string that I get to a number, to an integer to be precise. And then I'm going to check if this number is long enough. So if the user password is greater than, let's say, 999, so I basically want the user to use at least 4 digits here. So if it's greater than 999, I will say that the password okay variable is true, and otherwise the password okay variable is false. And then I can simply change my message here saying you have chosen a good password if password okay is true, and if password okay is false, it will go into the else statement here, and I would just let the user know that the password wasn't so good. So if I enter 25 here, you can see, sorry, your password is too short. If I enter this long number, it says you have chosen a good password. Well done. All right, let's summarize what we learned today. We looked at booleans. Booleans are variables that either have the value true or false. We also learned about the if statement. You write if, and then in parentheses, you write the condition that is either true or false. And then after the parentheses, you write a colon. Anything you want to happen if the if statement evaluates to true needs to be indented. That means you need to use a tab to move the line a little to the right. And we also learned that there's something called else. You write it like this with a colon. And anything you want to happen if the if statement evaluates to false will be contained in the else. And you also need to indent it, meaning you need to use the tab key to move the text a little to the right.
Alright, that's it for now. We'll meet again in the next session when we talk about while loops. See you then.